Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. Just did a trade in symbol VMW. This is VMware. You can see down here I just sold short 500 shares at $90.54. Now the market's in an uptrend, and this stock, when you look at a daily time frame, the daily time frame is having trouble. And I think my screen is having trouble catching up with the recording here. But on the daily time frame, this stock's been in trouble. It's had a huge rally the last couple of days. Everywhere I look on the internet, I see people talking about what a wonderful company and what a wonderful stock this is. I think that makes it due for a little bit of a pullback. Just for an intraday trade here, you've got to look at the 1 minute time frame for the day and see that this is just a scalp trade. What I did is I sold it short, as you can see, at $90.95 just a couple moments ago. And it just looks like it's having a little bit of trouble with the daily VWAP. That means the average price that people paid today for this stock. It's kind of flat, maybe declining a little bit, but the stock is below that. So it looks like the sellers are in control, even though the stock is up $3. And that might prompt a little bit of profit taking here this afternoon. So it's a small position, and I plan on trading it aggressively. Let's just take a look if I can pull it over here at the level 2 screen. And this just seems pretty staggered here, so I'm not sure it's going to come up. But here we go. I've sold it short. Now I've already got my order loaded to buy it back. And what I might even do is just go in and purchase it in pieces. Maybe I'll cover 250 shares at, if we get a little bit of a drop lower. And I would most likely do that, what I like to say is invisibly. That is, not really show the market where my liquidity is. So I could go in and show my order at, let's say, $80 a share. In other words, it's not going to be seen by anyone on this level 2 screen. But I'm going to give it discretion. I'm going to say I'm actually willing to accept a lower price. And the lower price, let's just call it $90. And let's see, let's take a look at these recent lows in here. These lows are at about... what is that? $90.65. So now I've lost my level 2 screen. Here we go. I've got that back. So $90.65. What I'll do is I'll go down and put in an order to buy 300 shares at $90.70. So just above that level. And here's what we'll do is we'll go ahead and adjust the size. So I'm actually bidding for 300 shares at $90.70. But nobody really can see that order. So I'm going to click the order and let it go live and see what happens. So I'm fishing for this stock right now, and let's just pull up the order book down below. And again, I should have been filled. Let's take a look at the order book. You can see I did buy 300 shares at $90.70. So I just made 25 cents. It's not a big position, but those little profits do add up. And now I've got another 200 shares to cover at hopefully lower prices. Okay, I just restarted the recording here. It's just a couple minutes later. The stock's kind of just holding around in here, but I think that if it breaks below this level, which is also the daily R1 level, if it breaks below that 65-cent level, then we might get a little fast move down towards about $90.15 or so, and that would allow me to cover the remaining 200 shares for another $160 profit or so. We'll see what happens, but I'm just going to sit here and let this stock kind of sit a little bit. What I will probably do is, if the stock moves back up to my entry level, I'll probably cover at a break even, because if I can lock in that $75 profit, I'll take it. Like I said, it's a small amount, but it adds up, and why not? So I'm just going to keep my eye on this level 2 screen. I'm not really, when I look at a level 2 screen, all I'm looking at is I'm not trying to figure out who's involved here. I pay zero attention to who's bidding or who's offering. I'm trying to look at basically the size, the speed of the tape, what price the trades are going off at. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see we just had some orders trade at $90.81 and 82 cents. But the offers came back in. The offers, they're not showing much size, but they're only showing 100 shares. But as I just showed you, this level 2 screen is filled with lies. So don't believe what you see in the level 2 screen, because it's just a game to manipulate people who do look in there. What I look for to base my decisions to buy and sell is actually over here on the short-term time frame, looking at that time frame. Basically, I'm looking at it as a day trade, so there's no reason to be looking at a daily time frame right now. I should be looking at the intraday action, and let's just continue to let it develop, and if it gets interesting, I'll turn the recording back on. Okay, looks like maybe the stock is starting to speed up on the downside a little bit. We see it's testing that 60-cent level. So hopefully it can experience a nice sharp little sell-off here very quickly. You see that there's some size bid at $90.50. And a lot of people might be tempted to stick their bid in front of that. That's where that discretionary order feature comes in real handy, is that if I was to go in and bid $90.51, for instance, I would be sending a message to the market that I have a order that's more aggressive than that 50-cent bid. So I could instead hide my order, and then someone would sell it to me unbeknownst to them that that bid is there. I would also, by hiding the order, not let other people see that I'm bidding for the stock, and then they might try and cut in front of me and bid 52 cents or 53 cents and play that little game. Because when you start changing your orders around in level 2, for the people that are watching the stock, it kind of tips them off to say, hey, the buyers are looking to get more aggressive on that bid, so maybe I won't offer the stock, or maybe I won't hit this bid, I'll wait to see. But I think that regardless of the size that's in there right now, there's a saying that price moves to size. I think you're going to see the price move down to that $90.50 size, and probably break down through it. The market's weakening a little bit. There it goes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reload that order for a discretionary purchase of 200 shares. And again, it's not a big order, but it's just something to kind of show you how I trade a little bit, and some of the techniques that I use. My screen is getting frozen here because of the recording that I'm doing here, and it's just taking too much computer resource, I guess. Let's just go ahead and fish for the order down at 21 cents for no other reason than just to see what happens down there. So you can see in my order box down in the bottom right that this order is live to buy 200 shares. It's showing to the world as a 100-share order down at $80 a share. So it's being deceptive, and there's no reason to show my order to the world. Basically, is the way I see it. You wouldn't want to play cards. You wouldn't play poker with your cards showing. So why would you do that in the market as well? So if we look down the level 2 screen, what you'll see is as I go further and further down, let's see, there it is. There's my order showing at $80 a share. So no one sees it except you guys know it's there. But you never know when I'm going to be there. Now, if I had 10,000 shares, let's say, maybe I would want to bid for it this same way too, but I would still only show 100 shares, because maybe someone's savvy enough to look down there that if I'm showing the order at $80 a share for 10,000 shares, but I have discretion at a higher level, they might see that the $80 level, the $80 bid keeps shrinking. So I just always want to be as deceptive as possible when I'm trading. So that's just something to keep in mind, and something that hopefully the trading platform that you use allows you to do as well. So right now the stock's rallying a little bit, but I see that the market's breaking down a little bit here. Not really breaking down, I can't say that, but it's coming in just a little bit here. So I'm going to be patient with this order, and we'll see what happens. I'll put it back on pause and check on it in a couple moments again. Okay, looks like the stock's not going to hit my bid down there, and I'm getting tired of this trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my order. I'm going to show you why I changed my order, or tell you why I'm going to change my order. Because let's say I was bidding for 500 shares, and I got filled on 200 shares. Well, rather than cancel my order and resubmit the rest, what I can do is just right-click on that live order box, and then I'm going to change my order to a discretion of $90.21. Let's just change it to $90.73. We'll just go in between, just to continue to frustrate people who see trades going in between the market and aren't sure what that is. So I've got my order in there. I've got the, I'm basically in between the bid and the offer right now. And let's just see what happens. So I've got a bid of 72 cents, offer of 76. And You can see that it's trading 76, 78 cents right now. It looks like my screen is delayed because of the recording here. So what I'm going to do is actually just change it to a market order and see what happens there. A lot of times it doesn't let me change to market order. Once it's discretionary, I have to go back in and actually put the price in. So let's go ahead and what am I trying to do? Change the order, give me more options right here, and I'll pull this back over. So my current discretionary price is 73 cents. Let's just go ahead and run up to the offer. We'll put it at 83 cents. You can see I'm out. Now, it looks like a small trade, and it is a small trade. I made $105, but if you look at the other trades I've done in this account today, $54 in CSIQ, 770 in eSolar, EXM 571, 105 here, adds up to a pretty decent little day. So I'll try and do some more of these trades from time to time, and for now, though, I've got to figure out a way to have it not slow my screen down like this, because it's just too distracting to really trade with it so staggered like this.